Hi, this is Mark from LongIslandWatch.com. The weather is getting warmer, at least here on Long Island. Summer hasn't really begun yet, well, at least officially, but it really hasn't begun in temperature, hopefully soon. So I figured what better way to kind of kick off the summer than to discuss 5 of my picks for dive watches for 2023. Of course, they're all available in the store online, but I picked 5 that represent a decent stroke of pricing from like a little over 300 to north of 1,000. And I feel like each one offers something slightly different. Maybe there's a part of your collection that's missing, you know, say something like a Swiss movement or a bronze watch or a diver or something. So today I'm going to try to fill those voids if I can. For my own wrist check, post Father's Day, I'm still wearing my dad's mid-80s Datejust. I simply love this watch. I happened to be wearing it the other day flying, and my instructor said to me, he said, "Wow, that is a really nice watch." And he's not really a watch guy, so kind of meant a lot to me. It's still a timeless design. And on my other wrist, the Phoebus Reefmaster collab. This is the purple dial. This is the limited run that we did, sold out. The regular Reefmaster is now in stock. I felt like wearing something purple, so this is the one I grabbed. Let's see my 5 top picks for dive watches for summer 2023. So starting off our 5 best watches for the summer 2023 is going to be actually the only true dive watch, meaning ISO 6425 certified. This is the Seiko Turtle. Probably does not need an introduction, but I'm going to give it one. This is what's called the new Turtle or reissue. The original Turtles, like the 6309s back from decades ago, as opposed to those, this guy was released I want to say probably around 2016, 17 or so around the world. This is, of the 4 models that were originally released, this is the only one still standing. They did a black dial, they did a blue dial, they did a gilt dial, and there's one other that escapes me. But this is the only one that lived. And then as the years have gone on, they've done others. They did a blue dial Patty with Sunburst, which is actually still in production. And obviously they did like King Turtles with ceramics and sapphire. But enough of that. So this is the SRPE 93, which took the place of the SRP 777. Small little change. They just added a little loom next to the day date right there, and they changed some of the text on the back to fall in line with the ISO 6425 requirements. So let's see. So it runs on Seiko's 4R36 movement. That's going to hand wind hack 40 hours of power reserve. It's a 45, so it's a turtle case. It's 45 millimeters in diameter. It's a little over 13 thick. This guy's going to have a flat Hardlex crystal. It's 47 on the lug tip to lug tip. 22 millimeter lugs with lug holes for easy peasy strap changes. It is a 22 millimeter lug. We do actually sell the OEM Seiko Turtle bracelet for this guy as well. Of course, it's 200 meters of water resistance, weighs 124 grams, comes in at $370 bucks, 372 bucks. Like I said, so the only ISO 6425 rated diver, which means it is a true dive watch certified for scuba diving. Among the many things that it has undergone, this individual watch has undergone water resistance testing to 25% over and above what's written on the dial. So in this case, 250 meters. Certain pull strength that the strap and spring bars must have. Anti-magnetic properties, markings on the bezel, loom markings on the dial for reading the time. All sorts of stuff, different pressurizations, under pressures, over pressures. So that would be your true diver. Let's see. Let's go from one extreme to probably all the way to the other extreme. As you could probably guess, this is the over $1,000 option that I mentioned early in the opening part of the video. This is the Zodiac Seafoam Green Super SeaWolf Diver. It runs on an STP It's not running, is it? It runs on an STP 1-11 movement, which is made by, owned by the Fossil Group STP, so it's almost like an in-house movement. It's a 26 joule Swiss-made movement, hand winds, hacks, has a date feature. Like most Super SeaWolves, it's a great size. It's just 40 millimeters in diameter. It's 13.6 thick to a slightly domed sapphire crystal. It's going to be 48 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. It's going to be a nice solid screw down case back with the Zodiac logo. 20 millimeter on the strap. 91 grams, and as I mentioned, 1,295 bucks. But it does have a gorgeous, gorgeous dial. Look at that nice dial. Beautiful seafoam green color. It pops to life on a matching kind of mock tropic rubber strap. Really cool looking. Great option for summer. Great option. A mineral crystal bezel insert. Just really colorful, really good for the beach. But let's say you don't want to spend that much, you want to go for something else. I will show you something near and dear, of course, to my heart, the Islander Northport. You do see me, not bezel, you do see me wear one of these often. I do wear it on a sky blue FKM rubber strap that we sell, but here it is on the polished and brushed, polished center link and brushed outer bracelet. Awesome 6-position, fully milled clasp. Size with screws, solid link, solid end link, and this is turning out to be one of our best-selling divers in the entire lineup. It's a beautiful wave dial, has a wave pattern or texture in it. Let's see if I can get the light to hit it correctly, and you can kind of see a wave pattern. Oops, let's go this way. Looks really nice. It is a 40 millimeter case. It is 12.5 thick to a flat sapphire crystal. It's going to be 47 on the lug tip to lug tip. Of course, a solid screw down case back, 200 meters of water resistance, 165 grams on the bracelet. Comes in a number of colors. Black, it does come in a seafoam green, comes in a black and purple, comes in a turquoise. Just lots of choices to choose from, and really turning out to be one of my favorite watches of the Islander lineup. Pricing is 429 bucks. Oh, I should mention the movement, of course. This is... So let's see, a couple of them are 21.6 movements. This guy happens to be a 28.8. This runs on a Miyota 90.15 movement. There's one other Miyota model that we'll get into in a bit, but the second hand is sweeping away at a very calm and collective 8 ticks a second. So extremely, extremely smooth. This would be the Islander Northport. Looking for something really, really different. Here is the only bronze edition we're going to have showing you today. This is the Phoebus Proteus Bronze. It runs on a Seiko NH35 movement, so that's going to tick at 6 times a second. Hand winds, hacks. It's a 42 millimeter case. It is 13 thick to that slightly domed sapphire with inner AR. 49 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. Solid screw down case back with the Phoebus logo. 22 millimeter strap. Comes with a nice blue strap. This guy has a nice blue dial. 300 meters of water resistance, which most of the watches we're seeing today, right, are, let's see, even the Zodiac was 200, right? Yeah, most of them are 200. This guy is 300, and so is the last one you're going to see. It is a CUSN 8 bronze case, so that's a copper tin 8 case. 22 millimeters on the lug. I told you the water resistance. 121 grams. The beauty of bronze, matching buckle, is that it will oxidize with time. It'll pick up a nice patina according to your environment where you are. So every single one will be a little bit different. So if you don't have a bronze watch in your collection, Proteus Bronze is an excellent choice because of the pricing. Just super affordable, you know, what did I say, 375 bucks. I think there's 4 or 5 colors to pick from. There's a green dial, a blue dial, a forged carbon dial, a salmon dial, and I want to say a whitish dial, I think. Anyway, they look really nice, and just, again, excellent option if you're looking for something a little bit different, because it's going to pick up a nice patina over time. And the last one, by far, our thinnest model we're going to show you. and it's 300 meters of water resistance. This is the Spinnaker Spence. I did a video on the Spence when they came out a while back, so I'm just going to feature one of them here. Let's wind it up. It runs on a Miyota 9039, which, like the Northport, is a 28,800 beats per hour movement, but the 9039 just lacks a date, so there's no date position. There's just winding and time setting. Very smooth screw-down crown. Of course, all the watches I'm showing you today are screw-down crowns. The Spence comes in at just under $500. It is 40 millimeters in diameter, great size. Ready for the thickness? It's under 11. It's 10.9 millimeters thin. And it is a slightly domed sapphire crystal, 48 millimeters on the lug tip to lug tip. 20 millimeter bracelet does come with a bonus leather strap as well. Solid link, solid end link. Nice clasp, as you can see it. 148 grams. As I said, 300 meters of water resistance. So for water resistance to thinness, this guy takes the cake. It's unbelievable that they can make a watch under 11 millimeters thick that's still 300 meters water resistance. Are you ever going to go 300 meters? No. Are you ever going to go 100 meters? No. Are you ever going to go 50? If you're a recreational diver, you might. But you know, this is way over what anybody needs, but it's still technologically amazing. It's relatively affordable, and it's just so cool. The Spence comes in a bunch of different colors, with 5 colors. I own a blue one, actually. So that is the Spinnaker Spence. And that's going to wrap it up for the 5 dive watches for 2023, summer 2023, that I wanted to show you. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Questions, comments, concerns, anything else, put it down below and I'll be sure to address it as soon as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.